Android 3.0 is Honeycomb, and this reaches API level 11. This was released in February of 2011, and it is supported simplified multitasking, and it's the first tablet-only Android OS. It was optimized for small tablets. It included the action bar and system bar, where the action bar had top-of-the-screen access, contextual options, navigation, and widgets. The system bar had bottom-of-the-screen access, where notification, status, and soft navigation buttons were activational. Honeycomb also included improved tablet keyboard, where improvements for faster and more efficient and more accurate typing on larger tablet screens were supported. In addition, the camera features for quick access, where camera exposure, focus, flash, zoom, front-facing camera, time-lapse, and other features were supported. Honeycomb also included multi-core processor support. Then, external I/O device support, input-output device support was enabled through Android 3.1 Honeycomb, which had an API level of 12. This was released on May of 2011, in which keyboards, pointing devices, joysticks, and gamepads were supported. Ice Cream Sandwich is Android 4.0 to 4.0.2, and we reach an API level of 14. This was released on October of 2011, where easy to create folders, drag and drop creation was possible, and enhanced visual voicemail was supported through controllable speed up or slow down voicemail messages. In addition, Face Unlock was included, where facial recognition-based smartphone unlocking was added, and this opened up the facial recognition era, as well as improved camera functionality, where zero shutter lag, time-lapse setting, panorama mode, and zoom control during recording features were added. In addition, location and person-based gallery layout was a feature that was added. Built-in photo editor was added. Wi-Fi Direct was added as well. Android 4.1 is Jelly Bean, and this reaches API level 16. This was released in July of 2012, where bidirectional text and other language support was enabled. Bluetooth data transfer was also included. Android Beam was enabled. Android Beam is an instant file sharing application where two NFC-enabled phones, by touching each other, activate this capability. Key maps are keyboard maps, where additional international key maps and special layout keyboard types can be installed. Multi-channel audio was also supported by Jelly Bean. This is supported on smartphones with multi-channel audio output through HDMI. The key feature is that for non-equipped devices, Android automatically downmixes the audio to fit the number of audio channels supported by the smartphone. So there was adaptation capability built into this. Android 4.3 is Jelly Bean, and this reaches API level 18, the same Jelly Bean but a higher API level, where Bluetooth Low Energy, BLE, is supported. The AVRCP 1.3 is supported, where this is Bluetooth Audio-Video Remote Control Profile. Android 4.4 is KitKat, and this reaches API level 19. This was released in October of 2013, and it supports wireless printing, step detector and counter, and NFC host card emulation, where smartphones are capable of replacing smart cards, as well as sensor batching. This collects and delivers sensor events efficiently in batches. In addition, KitKat included a loudness enhancer, where this would increase the loudness of speech in media playback apps. There was also a built-in screen recording, which primarily was for developers. And when they were to use the Android Debug Bridge, the ADB, then they would be able to use the built-in screen recording features. The Bluetooth map, which is the message access profile, this was enabled in KitKat, where apps can exchange messages with a nearby device. Android 4.4 KitKat had an API level upgrade to level 20 that was released in June of 2014. Wearable extensions were added, where Android Wear platform for smartwatches were added. And this is truly significant because now this opened up the era for smartwatches. Android 5.0 to 5.0.2 Lollipop was based on API level 21, and it was released in November of 2014. This is when 64-bit CPU support were enabled. This was a big migration from the 32-bit CPUs to the 64-bit CPUs, and the operating system was able to support it. Audio input and output through USB devices were possible, and third-party applications can read and modify data on external storages, like SD cards. This made the application and data control much more flexible due to this feature. Memory of recent used applications were kept, where even after restarting the device, the memory of recently used apps was maintained. In addition, 15 new languages were added into the Lollipop OS package, which included these. Android 5.1 Lollipop reaches API level 22, and this was released in March of 2015. Official support for multiple SIM cards were enabled, and device protection was enabled as well. If a device is lost or stolen, the device will remain locked until the owner signs into their Google account. In addition, high-definition voice call support were enabled, only between 4G LTE devices. Android 6.0 Marshmallow reached API level 23. It was released in October of 2015, where Google Now on Tap feature was added. So, by holding down the home button, Google automatically searches for Insight apps for similar things that are displayed on the screen. So, what you're looking on the screen, if you want to find something related to this, then that's where you use Now on Tap feature. It will find information related to what you have on the screen. The doze mode was added. So in order to save battery power, doze mode reduces the CPU speed when the screen is off. Marshmallow also includes support for native fingerprint reader and USB Type-C, as well as 4K display mode for apps, and adaptable external storage to behave like internal storage. This helps in various ways where we could save files and also read files from external storage. Android 7.0 to 7.1 is Nougat, and this reaches API level 24 and 25. This was released in August of 2016, where native multi-window support was added. Displays multiple apps on screen simultaneously in a split-screen view. Daydream, which is a virtual reality platform developed by Google, was added, in which it works on phones and headsets with wireless controllers. Android 8.0 is Oreo, reaching API level 26. This was released in August of 2017. It is 2 times faster in boot time. This is based on a measurement on a Google Pixel phone. And picture-in-picture mode is enabled. Multi-display support, as well as notification improvements were added. Notification channels, notification dots, badges, and notification snoozing. In addition, Google Play Protect and Android Instant Apps, these features were added, where Google Play Protect is the security system for Android devices. And the Android Instant Apps is the new apps for web browser without installation. The features of how these are made possible in the overall operation will be explained in the following lecture when we talk about Android architecture. Oreo also includes Project Treble, where this is a new modular architecture for easy and fast Android updates. Separation of Android operating system framework, and vendor implementations were divided. These are the references that I used, and I recommend them to you. Thank you.